Well, hello, good evening, Jai Shri Mataji, and welcome to everybody. And thank you for joining me tonight. A chilly night as Easter approaches. So, what I thought we could do this evening, at the beginning, I found a piece of footage, very short, of Sri Mataji down at the river Krishna, actually she's coming up from it, in Brahmapuri many years ago. It was shot for the video we made, The Great Mother, but never got around to using it. So I just found it by a complete accident. I hadn't seen it for years, and many other yogis haven't seen it, and those that did were very happy to see it, because we're going to see something we don't usually see. Maybe quite a few of you were there, so this should bring back happy memories. It's very short, so I thought as a special Easter present too, we could look at this just for a minute, and then we'll do a little bit of settling down meditation and then watch the main movie. Okay, so we're going to look at this now.
Mataji, Mataji, bolo, Jai Shri Mataji. Mataji, 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 bolo, Jai Shri Mataji. Mataji, Mataji, bolo, Jai Shri Mataji. Mataji, Mataji, bolo, Jai Shri Mataji. Mataji, 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 bolo, Jai Shri Mataji. Mataji, 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 bolo, Mataji, bolo.
Shimataji is actually looking at the sky because the colors, as you can see, that incredible yellow. I've never seen clouds like that in real life, but the sky changed completely, and she's mentioning that. Oh, and that's it. Very short, I'm afraid, but very pleasant to see that. Shrimataji with her children way back in the 1990s. It was around then, I think, that we shot that. So we can, as per usual, settle down, please, and we're going to aim to put the day behind us and put tomorrow behind us, so that all we think of, all we can fill our minds with, if we have to fill it with anything, is now. The now. So we'll just, before we raise our kundalinis, we can just get ourselves as centered as we can. Which gives you time to do whatever movements or bandhans or whatever you want to do to help get yourself centered. Get our attention up to the Sahasrara. And be prepared to leave Mother Earth for a few minutes. Or go into the cosmos. So let's raise our Kundalini now. And put ourselves into bandhan. So we can just sit for a few moments. Because it does take a few moments to get ourselves into a different state of being, into that meditative state, as Shrimataji called it. Inner peace, thoughtless awareness, whatever else we call it. So this is really to help us just be together, be here sharing the vibrations, creating the vibrations, receiving the vibrations, letting the day's problems, joys, whatever happened today in your lives, let them just go away. Let's step away from today, step away from our environment, be aware of all the noises around us, the people around us, the place around us. We can just be aware of it without putting more attention on it. But keep our attention at the Saraswara at the top of the head. Slow our breathing down, nice and slow and deep. And in this way we give our spirit a chance to come through to our conscious mind. I'll put a little bit of music on to help us at these early stages. Once we get above the Sahasrara, once we get into Brahma Chaitanya, we can all unite there and be together there, and vibrate there. Just be aware also of whatever feelings we have or things we ought to do or ought to have done that still exist from the day. Just we're using this now to help the ripples in the brain just calm down, for our body to be still, to sit comfortably at peace. And let whatever divine energy can flow through us. feeling more settled and centered. And I'll just share with you the video. Your own mother.
All the clashes, all the problems of human beings are because they are not what they talk. Ideals are out of their life. That is how a Sahajogi will show himself up compared to anybody else. Take an example, say, of Abraham Lincoln. Alright? Abraham Lincoln believed that everybody must have freedom and the government should be for the public, for the people. Whatever he taught, he practiced it. Whatever he believed in, he worked it out. Gave his life for it. That's why he's a great man. Think of Mahatma Gandhi. They were not like Christ incarnations. Think of any great man. Think of Shivaji Maharaj. Any one of the saints. They were human beings. But once they knew this is the principle on which we have to live, they become one with the principles. They do not compromise. So what Sahajogi has to be, that we should understand. A Sahajogi is a person who has got realization through the Kundalini. And Kundalini is the motherhood in you. Is the caring, nourishing power. But mother will never compromise with the son. If he wants to kill somebody, she'll say no. I mean, a real mother. She will even shoot that son who tries to do wrong things. In the same way, if you become the mother of yourself, then you have to look after yourself in the same manner that you nourish yourself. And all others also. You have to nourish them, care for them, and do not compromise with wrongdoings, unrighteous things, absurd things. So in your meditations, you have to sit down. Now what do you say in meditation? Try to see all the chakras. What chakras are catching? Face it yourself. These might be from your past life. Some chakras are weak. Try to make them alright. Try to strengthen them. Because ideals have to be worked out, the instrument has to be alright. If the instrument is a crazy one, how will you do? So first of all, you must develop your instrument properly. It should be balanced, powerful, not cowardly. People should feel your power. Of course, the power is of love, but love doesn't mean that you compromise with all the nonsensical things. There should be no compromise at all. It's a very self-certifying state. You cannot say when it is so. You just cannot say. Itself, the state will certify that I am all right now. I have reached that state. You cannot say after 5 hours, 3 minutes, 2 seconds, you will become that. You just mature and you see that maturity within you. Once you understand that unless and until become your ideas, you are not a Sahajogi. Everybody can call themselves Sahajogi. There's no inauguration. We don't have any sort of a inauguration of a university where people can come and get their degrees and diplomas. All right, you are certified twice born. There are some who are several times twice born. They are twice born today, tomorrow they are not. Then again they come twice born, again twice born. Some of them can be 108 times twice born in surgery. And even then they are not certified. So you have to give yourself a certificate. There is no university to do that. You have to understand yourself. What are your problems? Why you are behaving like that? You treat yourself as a child. When it is needed, you have to rebuke yourself. When you have to glorify, you should glorify yourself. So now you separate. You become the mother, the spirit is the mother, and you, whatever you are, which has to grow, is the child. Mother is the ideal. She is the inspiration. She is the power. And the child is the recipient. If the child is an obstinate fellow, then you can't do anything about it. Also find out. You might be one of them. I know who are they like that. There are many. And you can find them out in no time. Obstinate fellows, if they live with 10 people, suddenly we hear reports of their existence. They are quite eloquent. Even if they are not talking a word, people can tell you, I had a fight with such and such. That person said such and such thing to me. That person was so cruel to me. That person demanded this. You know which person it is, where. You see, as diamond can be made out, thorns can be made out also anytime you go near the thorn, anyone. Without exception, it will bite everyone. It is not going to spare, it's a thorn. So thorn has to be a thorn. But if you are a Sahajogi, you have to be a flower. And a strong flower. And an eternal flower that always grows, does not fade. Always growing, never fades. Such a flower you have to be. Then you will be surprised that you do not get into a trip of ego, neither you go into a complete collapse of super-ego. So much you know that any one of you can be called as a scholar, I can tell you. I mean, so many times people have asked me, are they all scholars that you have, your disciples? You know so much more than any saint ever knew, I can assure. But you know only in the brain, outside. It's all blah, blah, blah. It comes to the brain, you use it to show off to others, and finished. It doesn't even settle down there. Then how will it go to the heart? So everybody is talking big. They can impress people. I mean, if some journalists come here, they'll be so impressed by the Sahajogis. So many wise men in England sitting down here. But you laugh at yourself. You have known all this because I've been speaking too much. Also, the spirit is shining. Let your spirit shine in such a way that people know this is a man who is completely integrated. The spirit, the talk, the behavior, the life itself is completely integrated. And this is what is Sahasrara. So if there is no integration, you have not achieved your sahasrara. There will be no need to pull your ears. A day should come when you all will raise your heads with great pride and glory. Because your ideals will shine like ornaments. I want to say those days when all those who claim to be Sahajogis become that. That's the most important thing. All other things are useless. Getting an ashram, getting this, doing that. Forget it. What you have to manage is this child which has to grow, who is still naughty, sometimes tries to misbehave. Now put it right. Give it a name. You call yourself a Sahajogi, and that child as Mr. X, Mr. Y, whatever your name has been, and always try to tell, now will you behave yourself? Get up in the morning, have your bath, sit down for meditation. They feel lazy, the child says I can't, then you accept the child, then the child will become the mother and you will be losing your powers. Excuses. The child knows, very intelligent, it's a very clever child, extremely intelligent, knows how to deceive you. But the child also knows innately what it needs. If it comes to know that the mother in you has developed that personality, then it accepts mother's personality. But if the child knows the mother herself is weak, then he starts taking advantage of the mother. So you have to not fight yourself, but to tame. And this is very easy. You start enjoying it, looking at yourself. Oh, Mr. So and so. Then you won't be angry. I know how to handle you. You are hiding behind there, alright? Giving excuses. And the child grows big. So big that mother sees that and is amazed. Like in Sri Krishna's childhood, the mother was Yashoda, and the child was Sri Krishna. It's very symbolic. And he used to play very naughty tricks. And she said, you went and ate that mud from there. I know you have eaten. He said, how can I eat? How can I? I can't even go out of the house. I'm sitting down here. Where is the mud? How can I eat? You did eat. I know you have eaten. So, better show me your mouth. He says, really? And then the mouth opens and the complete Vishwasvarupa. Complete vision of the whole Vishwa she sees. And the mother falls at his feet. That's what it should. This mother has to fall at the feet of the child that has grown. So remember that no argument, no explanation. Mother is forgiving. She'll forgive you everything. You know that. Anything you do, I'll forgive you. Even if you murder me, I'll forgive you. But you won't be able to forgive yourself. So allow that child to grow.
So let's just sit now. So Srimataji's message was pretty clear: to become and be the mother of ourselves. And we are the child that can grow. She spoke about Yashoda looking into the mouth of Krishna and seeing the whole universe is in his mouth, which is why she fell at his feet. And that the Kundalini, our mother Kundalini, is the mother of nourishment, growth, taking care. And we can start our meditations quietly, looking at our subtle centers, our chakras, any catches we have. And really take on board being a mother to ourselves. As she said, the mother is the spirit. So as the mother, we can see, and as she said, we can see our positive points and the negative points and correct them. And let the child grow magnificently, powerfully. So let's pull our attention up to the Sahasrara and we'll sit quietly for a few minutes. Let's just bring our attention, if it's wandered off, back to the Sahasrara and above the Sahasrara. No past, we have no future. We can only live in the now. Again, just let's remind ourselves where our attention might have gone. Bring her back to the top of the head. Shrimataji also mentioned that we're like flowers. The Saj Yogis are like flowers, or are flowers. Flowers that are growing strongly and deeply in the earth, and yet they turn upwards to heavens, giving and receiving.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
So we can now raise our Kundalini again and put ourselves in Bandhan. So that brings us to the end of this evening. So let's hope you can go forth and back into the world full of vibrations, being our powerful growing child. So I wish you all a very good night, a wonderful Easter, a deep Easter, looking after Agnya. It's a really quite a dramatic weekend, really. It's all about a very dramatic event. It's not like Christmas, which is full of joy. I think this is a different scene altogether. But let's hope it all works out for us all. I wish you a very good night, and it all goes well for you all. Good night. Jai Shri Mataji.